I've been wearing this unit for about a month and a half, and I decided last night that it needed a little love. So I called my stylist Lily to come work on it. She washed it with warm water and rinsed it with cold. I always tell people getting into hair that if you're new to hair, to find someone with a background knowledge in wigs. Now you can just call up in a salon and just ask around, and you'd be surprised. Something I really like about Lily is she respects my privacy, and she actually comes to my house to do my hair, which is important for a lot of people with alopecia because no one, or well, I don't really want to be up in a salon having people look at my bald head. Um, Anyways, your hairstylist is kind of like your lifeline. I've learned so many things. I wish I knew as much as she did. I wish I could make it look as good as she does. I really love this unit because it's so easy to style. It's also bondable, but I don't need to bond it. I don't have to glue it on my head. And right now I'm choosing not to bond because I'm doing swimming lessons with my daughter. It's also better for the hair, or easier if you can take it off at night because sleep is really hard on hair. So I've been enjoying sleeping all natural. Oh, she's gonna style it for me. She told me to always brush it out and detangle it before getting it wet. So that was a nice little tip she gave me. And I love how this piece comes back to life. And Lily makes it come back to life for me. I know alopecia can be really difficult and have its emotional challenges. However, I actually had a little scare this week. I had a swollen lymph node in my armpit, which sometimes is a sign of breast cancer. So I had to go get it checked out, and come to find out, it was nothing. And I remember so I dropped my daughter off that morning, and I cried on the way to the imaging place because my brain was like, oh, what if I have cancer? And then when they told me, oh, it's nothing, I remember just being like, oh, thank God, all I have is baldness. I feel bad for those with cancer, though, because really, I looked at my daughter, who was 2 years old, and I just thought what it would be like to have to go through that, and it just kills me. And I realized that even though life may not go the way we want, every day I get to spend with my daughter is a good day, and I'm grateful for that. And while alopecia sucks, it is a manageable problem. You can live a healthy, fulfilling life. You can have a family, you can have a job, you can do whatever you want. Having a hair system really does help, though. It helps me anyway. With my hair system, I don't really think about alopecia on most days. I had a therapist once tell me that when you are having some dark moments and you don't feel good about life, just take a moment, think of all the things you're grateful for. And I've found I've always had more things to be grateful for than not. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been on this alopecia journey for a decade now, and I've learned a lot along the way. And then I went on Reddit, and I saw there were lots of people who had the same exact problem as me. And I felt that if I could reach out and tell people about my experience, maybe I could help others. Kind of like helping. It almost feels like it's weird. If I help others, then it feels like helping myself. So this is my journey. This is how I've dealt with it. And I'm so happy that you are here letting me share my story with you. If you or someone you know is experiencing alopecia, please feel free to comment and tell me your story. I love reaching out to others. I love connecting. I know hair loss is embarrassing, but it's actually a really common human problem. And if you're going through it right now, please know you're not the only one. A lot of people go through hair loss. It's just one of those things. and hopefully we can help each other live better and more fulfilling lives. If you like this unit, there's a link in the description.